Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to Celtic Legacy Wrestling. I am the Bard, the Keeper of Scrolls and Teller of Tales. Today I have the honor of presenting to you CLW Episode 21. On today's show, we have the tournament to crown the inaugural Slàinte Champion. Now let's get to the action. Welcome to CLW Episode 21 and the Slàinte Championship Tournament. Our first match is Roddy Piper versus Femi. This tournament will decide the inaugural Slàinte Champion. There was previously a Slàinte case that could be cashed in, but the decision has been made to turn it into a mid-card championship for the male wrestlers. By the end of this show, we will have the first Slàinte champion. Piper in control of Femi. Oba beat Noam Dar to qualify for this tournament. And Roddy Piper beat William Regal. Oba trying to make a comeback in this match. So far he hasn't been able to get an upper hand. Oba using his power to get an advantage over Piper. Piper, the veteran. Oba needs to watch out for Piper's sleeper hold. He's put many a wrestler away with that. Piper seems to be rolling out of the ring for a breather, but Oba's following him out. Piper with a kick to the gut, but Oba reversing. Action returning to the ring. Oba again using his power. Working on the leg of Piper. And the arm. Elbow drop. Another elbow drop. A third elbow drop. Went for a pin. Kick out by Piper. Another elbow drop. Oba setting Piper up. Head first into the buckle. Oba now going to the top rope. Taunting Piper to get up. Just driving Piper into the mat. Oba has maintained control. Piper had control early on in the match. But Oba had been able to overpower Piper at this point. Piper with a reversal and a bulldog. Piper now going for a pin. Kick out at 2. There's a sleeper hold by Piper. Is Oba going to tap out? Piper advances. Our second match in the Slàinte tournament. Hendry versus Big Damo. Hendry defeated Sheamus to qualify for the tournament. And Damo defeated Finley. Should be noted that Damo had a little bit of help from Bonesaw in that match. Damo using his power has the advantage over Hendry early on here. The winner of this match will face Roddy Piper in the semifinals of the tournament. Damo maintaining control over Hendry, going for a pin. Hendry kicks out. Hendry now getting the upper hand on Damo in this exchange. Punches from Hendry to Damo's face. Now working on his leg. Hendry now with the upper hand on Damo. Hendry kind of giving Damo a break there. He should have stayed on him. Now has Damo in the corner up on the rope, setting him up. Like a superplex. Hendry now has control of the match. Getting himself spiked up, possibly setting Damo up here for the knee. I think Damo's now busted open. Hendry now from the top with an elbow. Anytime one of these Kings of the North men are in a match, Bonesaw seems to come out. He really likes interfering in other people's matches, I guess. Now he's out here causing a distraction. Damo could be going for that finisher. Is that going to be it? Damo goes for a cover. Two. Hendry manages to kick out. Bonesaw headed to the back. That's at least the third time this season in CLW that Bonesaw has come out and interfered on behalf of one of his Kings of the North brethren. Managed to give Damo the upper hand in this match. Damo now in control. He's taking it out to the outside. Hendry reversing though, with a DDT on the floor. Hendry to the top. Damo, I thought was going to catch him there. Instead, Hendry just leaped over him, missing. Damo knocking Hendry back to the outside. And Hendry's back in. Looks like we're going to have a punching, slapping, chopping fest here to see who can get the upper hand. Damo seems to be getting the best of Joe Hendry right now. Asking him to hit him on the chin. Damo with the upper hand in the end, going for a pin. And that's a 3. Damo advances. third match in the Slàinte tournament. Joe Coffey versus Gunther. Gunther opening up with a massive drop kick. Joe Coffey defeated Karrion Kross to advance to the tournament. And Gunther defeated Umaga. Gunther with an upper hand. Coffey trying to get a reversal here. Manages to do so. Gunther now in trouble with a headlock. And Coffey. Gunther powering his way up. Manages to get out of that hold. Again, both wrestlers fighting for the upper hand in this match. Joe Coffey been looking to change his fortunes thus far this season in CLW. He hasn't had too many victories, but he did get that victory over Kross to advance to this tournament. But he's got a big task ahead of him in Gunther. Gunther going for a pin. Gunther, German suplex, just kick, haunting Joe Coffey, letting him know he doesn't see him as a threat. Coffey's in trouble now. Manages to slip out of that though. Got Gunther up for a power slam. Could be looking to set Gunther up here. Oh, he went for that big clothesline, but Gunther sidestepped him. Gunther now choking Coffey on the top rope. Slam by Gunther. Gunther appears to be going to the top rope. What's he got planned? Elbow drop. Joe reversing Gunther there. Punch. Now going to the outside, setting Gunther up, taunting him to get up. Slingshot shoulder block. Gunther again trying to get the upper hand. These two competitors have been trading who's in charge of the match. Been very competitive thus far. Coffey with a pin. 2. Not sure why Gunther hasn't grabbed Coffey's chain and choked him yet. Only a 2 there on Gunther. Sammy D also wrestles with a chain around his neck. I'm not sure why either one of them would do that, but neither one seems to have had an issue with anybody choking him out with it yet. Joe Coffey with a drop kick to Gunther from the top rope. Now punches. He's got Gunther in trouble. One would have to think this would be an upset if Coffey is able to get a victory over Gunther. Both wrestlers to the outside. Right back in though. Coffey working on Gunther's leg. Could be going for a submission here. I don't think Gunther's going to tap. Yep, Gunther is able to counter the submission. Gunther going for that power bomb. Looks like Coffey's foot is on the rope. He's out. Gunther setting Coffey up again. Giant drop kick. Gunther now going for that power bomb again, possibly. This might be it. That's 2 power bombs. Gunther advances. Our final opening match of the Slàinte Championship Tournament. Batista versus AJ Styles. Batista defeated Sid to advance to the tournament, and AJ Styles defeated Mr. Perfect to advance to the tournament. Both matches were excellent matchups. Styles and Perfect put on a clinic, and the 2 monster powerhouses, Batista and Sid, that could have gone either way. But now we have Batista and Styles, both men fighting for control. Batista the stronger of the 2. We've seen an alliance between Batista, Karrion Kross, and Scarlett. Surprised they're not out here, but for the purposes of the tournament, none of the managers are allowed out there. Styles with a neck breaker. Styles to the top, the forearm. Rope break on that submission attempt. Batista with a big boot on Styles. We could be seeing a Batista bomb here, kind of early in the match. Is he going to be able to get Styles with that? 2 count. Batista getting countered by Styles. Back and forth between these 2 competitors. Batista using his power to choke Styles on the top rope. Styles reversing into a clothesline. Been a very equal matchup so far. Styles to the top rope, taunting Batista to get up. Cross body and going for a pin. Not even a 2 count. Batista with a reversal of setting Styles up with a spear and going for a pin. Batista wins. Time for the first semi-final matchup in the Slàinte tournament. Big Damo versus Roddy Piper. Piper defeated Femi in that first round matchup with a sleeper hold, and Damo defeated Hendry. However, he may want to thank his stablemate Bonesaw for coming out and causing interference. Piper with a pin here. Piper with another pin. 2 count. You gotta wonder if we're gonna see Bonesaw again. He likes to keep coming out and interfering in these matches. One day he may get his. Piper scraping the eyes across the top rope. Damo with some punches making a comeback here on Piper. Going for a pin. Not even a 1 count. Damo using his power to get the advantage on Piper. Now going to the top rope with a double axe handle to the outside on the floor. Taking it back into the ring. Damo with a pin. 2 count. The winner of this match will face the winner of Gunther versus Batista in the final of this tournament. Piper now taking control of the match, sending Damo into the ring post, shoulder first. Stop, and now setting him up in the corner with a running knee. Back into the corner, Piper taking him to the top rope, pushing him over. Guess he decided just to toss him out. Piper's been winning most of his matches with his sleeper hold. Mastered that hold. And I don't know if anybody else could put the sleeper hold on better than Piper. Bulldog on the floor on the outside. Seems to want to have this match on the outside. Don't want to have a count out. It's not a double count out. Piper back in the ring to break the count. Well, Damo is at a 7. He needs to get back in. I don't think Damo wants to lose this match on a count out. They're at 8. Damo's back. Piper was waiting for him. Says press, punches. Looks like he's busted Damo open. Might have been going for the sleeper hold there, but Damo countered out of it. Damo now seeing his own blood, maybe having a little bit of a rage there. Now in control of Piper, sending him into the corner buckle. Taking him out of the corner with a huge clothesline. Trying for a pin here. Not even a 2 count. Just rearranging Piper's face with those touches. Setting him up. And spiking him into the match. This gonna be it. 2. Kick out by Piper. Damo setting Piper up. Piper unaware. Piper reversing out, countering out of that with some elbows. Another says press and punches. Bulldog by Piper. Piper could be setting up for the sleeper now. There's the sleeper is locked in. Is Damo going to tap? Damo tapped. Time for our second semifinal match in the Slàinte Championship Tournament. Gunther versus Batista. These two monsters. This match could really go either way. Batista has already defeated AJ Styles, and Gunther's defeated Joe Coffey. Batista right now has the upper hand. The winner of this match will be facing Roddy Piper in the finals of this tournament to determine the inaugural Slàinte Champion. Batista with a pin. Not even a 1 count. Chops by Gunther. And test his strength here to see who can get the upper hand. Batista, the stronger of the two, taking Gunther down. Could be setting Gunther up here. Batista bomb. Or not. Instead, dropping it face first on the buckle. It's been stopped. In a face wipe with that boot. Now to the second rope. Batista maintaining control of Gunther at this point. Shoulder block from the second turnbuckle. Not even a 2. Ring General tried to get something going there, but Batista caught him with that sidewalk slam. DDT by Batista. Batista still in control of the Ring General. Another huge chop by Gunther, setting him up. Batista's up though. Chops by Gunther. Action going to the outside. Seemed like Gunther was going to mount some offense there, but Batista has just continued to maintain control of this match. Reversal by Gunther. Action is now taking place on the outside. We're at a 5 count. They want to return to the ring. Batista just spinebustered Gunther on the floor. Batista returning to the ring. Gunther's making it back in. Batista there to meet him with it looks like it's going to be a Batista bomb this time. Is that going to be it for Gunther? 2 count. Batista has been dominating this match thus far. Not something you usually see when the Ring General is in there. Batista again setting Gunther up. Gunther flipping out of that, going for the knee. Stop on Batista. Now taunting Batista to get up. He should have stayed on him. Looks like he's setting up for his own power bomb. Is that going to be it for Batista? Batista kicks out at 2. Gunther now with a comeback here. Can he maintain control of Batista, who's been dominating the match? Got Batista down. He needs to stay on him. Eye rake. Action going back to the outside. Batista catching Gunther on the outside. With punches and a kick. Returning back to the ring. Taunting Gunther to get back in the ring. Gunther taking his time. Back in. Met with a clothesline now. Batista may be setting up here. Punches and a sidewalk slam. Now dragging Gunther to the middle, maybe looking to finish this. But Gunther crawls back to the rope. Batista's got him not coming out of the corner. Big hip toss. Sends Gunther into the ref. Gunther reversing. Looking to set Batista up again. Off the rope. There's a collision, but neither man goes down. And it looks like Batista's going to hit another Batista bomb. Oh, that might be it. This match has taken a lot out of both of these. And Batista advances. Time for the finals of the Slàinte Championship Tournament. Batista versus Roddy Piper. Piper's already beat Femi and Big Damo, and Batista has defeated AJ Styles and Gunther. Batista going for a pin with his feet on the rope, but Piper kicks out. For the first time tonight, we're seeing Scarlett and Karrion Kross in Batista's corner. We're still not sure what kind of allegiance these three have, but we've been seeing them at ringside in each other's matches for a few weeks now. Certainly not something that Piper wants to see. Batista overpowering Piper. But Batista needs to be careful of Piper's sleeper hold. He's been winning all of his matches with that. Piper clothesline to the outside. Karrion Kross now on the apron, removing the buckle. Referee now distracted with that turnbuckle pad. That's actually not to Batista's advantage because he had a pin there. Now setting Piper up. Thought we were going to see the Batista bomb, but instead he's going to the top rope. Diving clothesline from Batista. Now powering Piper up off the mat. A power slam. Batista in control of Piper. Elbow drop. Obviously setting Piper up here. Looks like we're going to see that Batista bomb. Nope. Sending him into the buckle instead. Face first. Piper's in trouble. Batista could be setting him up here. Just stomping him in the corner, choking him with his leg. Batista looking out to Scarlett and Karrion for support. Batista dropping Piper across the top rope. Maintaining control over Piper. Now setting him up. Spear. Batista going for a submission on Piper. Piper taps out. Batista is the inaugural Slàinte Champion. We're only a couple of episodes away from our next premium event, Belfast Brawl. You're not going to want to miss that, with CM Punk defending against Drew McIntyre, Liv Morgan defending against AJ Lee, Kaya McKenna defending against Nightshade, and many more incredible matches. You're not going to want to miss the stories yet to be told. So unless you're the Village Idiot, you should subscribe, like, comment, and share, and we'll see you next time.